Hey everybody, welcome to TIW Podcast. I'm Eric, and today I watched NXT UK episode 27 and NXT episode 488. We'll be talking about the Worlds Collide tournament taking place at Royal Rumble Axxess this weekend, and my predictions for, I didn't actually... I'd say I cover my predictions for Royal Rumble, but my predictions for TakeOver Phoenix, of course. I'm pretty excited for Axxess now. I'm going to 3 of the 4 sessions. I would go to all 4 except the Saturday afternoon session overlaps with NXT TakeOver. So I'm gonna go to TakeOver that afternoon. But the other 3 are awesome, sound awesome. The Worlds Collide tournament is taking place Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, and Sunday. And then they're also taping episodes of NXT UK on Friday and Sunday. So that's going to be super awesome. It's like... it's going to be fun to go around and see what they have set up for there might be like a whole Royal Rumble history section, I'm sure. And like all kinds of different exhibits and signings with different superstars and legends. But that wasn't the most fun thing about WrestleMania Axxess that I went to last year. The most fun thing is the show. They have a wrestling show going on the entire 4 hours, mixed with some like little Q&As and things like that. But for at least for a general admission ticket, that's that alone is super cool. So that's what I'm going to be doing most of the time. But I'll talk about it a little bit. But since all of this stuff is being recorded for network specials and episodes in NXT UK, I won't go super in depth about it for this episode's weekends. I'll talk about it when they actually air. So anyway, real quick, NXT UK, Pete Dunne comes out talking about how he's still champion, but then Gallus comes out. Joe Kofi is he's mad that he lost, and then Walter comes out, and that's pretty exciting. So we get Walter's debut next week, not in a championship match against Pete Dunne, but just as in general. He has his first match next week, so that's something to look forward to. Then we had Nina Samuels versus Lana Austin. I believe this is Lana's NXT UK debut. Nina won the match via the Prima Donna, which is like the fireman's carry into the back neck breaker type maneuver. I think there's another name for that, but anyway. Then we had Eddie Dennis versus Jamie Ahmed. And Eddie Dennis won via the Next Stop driver. And then the main event, Travis Banks versus Jordan Devlin. Travis Banks was angry that he didn't get his TakeOver debut thanks to the attack by Devlin before the match began. So he had 2 weeks to recover. He had... this is the next day. But... this is a pretty good match. Ended in a double countout, but then they kept on fighting afterwards anyway. Over on NXT, started out with the Velveteen Dream, who gets interrupted by Adam Cole and Bobby Fish. Bobby Cole and Adam Fish. And so that set up the main event for the night. Then we had Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan versus Fabian Eichner and Marcel Bartel. Go watch this match. This is awesome. This is great. This is like, as soon as after seeing Eichner and Bartel in one match as a tag team, I was like, I want to see them fight. They have to fight. There Will Be Blood, my name for Burch and Lorcan. Because that'll just be ridiculous. And this is really just like a taste, because I feel like we have not seen the end of these two teams going at it. It was still awesome. And Lorcan got the win via roll-up, which cannot sit well with Eichner Bartel. They're going to want some... they're going to want another chance at that. And I want to see that second chance. Then we had another great tag team match. Io and Kairi took on Brooks and Nova. I'm not sure if I've seen them before. Maybe I have. Maybe they were in. I don't know. Anyway, they had an awesome tag team combo, flipping each other into their regular finishers, and they got the win. Then outside, backstage, wherever, Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke challenged them. So we're going to get them, those two tag teams, going head-to-head next week, which means that they will be doing that in Phoenix before TakeOver. So I'm excited for that match. Although I heard that previously on house shows that it hasn't been that great of a match between those two teams. But I'm hopeful. And since it will be for NXT TV, my hopes are that they worked out a great match to have. And then our main event, Velveteen Dream versus Bobby Fish. Dream ended up winning via a Death Valley driver, followed by the Purple Rainmaker. And this was after he threw Fish out of the ring into Adam Cole. So hopefully that doesn't hinder their relationship at all. But it was cool to see Adam Cole at ringside for this singles match. And also the rest of the Undisputed Era did not get involved with the match either, which what you might expect. But as a result, the Velveteen Dream won. Now, I think it would be really cool if Adam Cole ends up... Right now, Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Velveteen Dream, they don't have a match at TakeOver Phoenix, which is kind of a bummer. But hopefully, at some point, it would be awesome to see Adam Cole with the NXT Championship, Bobby Fish with the North American Championship, or the other way around, and of course, Kyle and Roderick with the continue with the Tag Team Championship. Draped in gold, the Undisputed Era. Now, if they had a female member join them, then they would have the Women's Championship. Kind of already do, since they're all friends with, Marina Shafir is that connection to the Four Horsewomen, and of course Shayna Baszler is the champion over there. But that's it's not an official connection for all of them to have gold. Oh, this page is coming off on the backside, and it's messing up my grip. Gargano comes out to confront Ricochet. They brawl, and then Ciampa attacks, and then Aleister Black attacks, and we almost get a handshake between Gargano and Ciampa, but Candice LeRae comes and prevents that from happening. So let's first talk about these matches at TakeOver. Of course, Tommaso Ciampa versus Aleister Black for the NXT Championship. I'll be happy either way. I'll be rooting for Aleister Black, but I expect Ciampa to retain. That's the most wishy-washy answer. That's just going to be my answer for all of this. Shayna Baszler versus Bianca Belair. I'll be rooting for Bianca, but I expect Shayna to win, and I'll be happy either way. No, I think Shayna will win, especially because she has her friends at her side all the time, every time. It's going to be really hard to prevent that, especially because I don't think Bianca has any friends like that at this time. But she's undefeated according to whatever criteria that is. Because Mae Young Classic doesn't count. That's not NXT. She's undefeated in NXT and the EST. So yeah, I think it'll be pretty good though. It'll be interesting to see them go against each other because Bianca hasn't really gone against. The last time she went against one of the top 2 or 3 people, she lost. That was in the Mae Young Classic because she lost to Kyrie, I think. And she hasn't fought Shayna before, so I think it'll be an interesting match. Then the Tag Team Championship match, Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong versus the War Raiders, Hanson and Rowe. Undisputed Era. I'm rooting for Undisputed Era. Then we have the NXT North American Championship, Ricochet versus Johnny Gargano. I honestly, either one of them winning will be great. And I think this has the potential to be the best match of the night. But looking at all these matches, it is stacked. Any of these matches could be just unexpectedly amazing. But good luck to all of them being better than that 2 out of 3 falls match on SmackDown Live. And then also Matt Riddle and versus Cassius Ohno, a rematch from last TakeOver. And the match that they had on NXT TV a few weeks ago. They are 1-1. Who will come out on top? I think Matt Riddle has it in the bag. He's going to knock Cassius out in 7 minutes. 7 minutes this time. So yeah, this TakeOver is going to be awesome. We have the 2 matches that are happening on the kickoff. Or before the show. It's not on the kickoff. They're recording before the show. The other match, I'm not as excited about, but because I don't know which order they're going to do these matches, I'm just going to be there for both of them. Street Profits versus the Forgotten Sons. I almost forgot them. I almost forgot to mention that match. How appropriate. So let's talk real quick about this Worlds Collide tournament. There's 15 competitors. So it's a single elimination tournament, but they're starting with a battle royal to determine, like, their elimination order determines the matchups, which is a kind of a cool idea. It seems like a lot to keep track of, but if they're filming it as a network special, they're gonna make sure it all makes sense. With like commentary and stuff like that. But so the winner, so there's 15 single elimination tournament. You need 16 without having a bye. So the winner of the tournament, they skip round 1. So I have no predictions for any of that, but that should be a pretty interesting way to go. And unfortunately, I think I might miss the Battle Royal, depending on when, because that's on. Oh, when is it? Actually, no. I think that happens on Saturday morning. I think yeah. So I will be able to see all of it, I think. Anyway, from NXT, we have Adam Cole, Velveteen Dream, Dominik Dijakovic, Keith Lee, and Shane Thorne. NXT UK, we have Mark Andrews, Tyler Bate, Travis Banks, Jordan Devlin, and Zach Gibson. And 205 Live, we have Cedric Alexander, Tony Nese, Drew Gulak, TJP, and Humberto Carrillo. So out of each of those groups, I think my number 1 picks are... I'm going to go with Travis Banks in NXT UK. That's a tough one, though. Because Mark Andrews is awesome and Tyler Bate is awesome. Jordan Devlin and Zach Gibson, out of NXT, I gotta go with Shane Thorne. He's got to get up there, get those title shots. If not for the NXT Championship, the North American Championship is well within reach for Shane Thorne. But and then 205 Live, Cedric Alexander, he's had plenty of championship matches. So I'm gonna go with Drew Gulak. I think he can take down Buddy Murphy. I mean, he's had a championship match too, but I'll be rooting for Drew. He was pretty fun without any words this week. He was pretty great on 205 Live. The winner of this tournament gets a title opportunity at some point. Probably at like Fastlane or something, or maybe as soon as Elimination Chamber. But if it's somebody from NXT, it'll be at the next TakeOver, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I think this will be a pretty cool tournament. And I'm also excited to see what other matches take place during this. There's going to be the NXT UK tapings. But hopefully there's just some other extra matches, particularly with the women from NXT and NXT UK, to see some of them in action during those Axxess matches. So anyway, yeah, I'm excited for this weekend. I fly out in approximately 16 hours. So I'm all packed already, and I'm ready to get out there and watch way too much live wrestling. So stay tuned throughout the weekend. I'll record a quick episode each night about anything notable about the day. And so stay tuned for that. By the way, if you are listening to this, I have an extra ticket to the Sunday Royal Rumble Axxess. But it's a physical ticket, so I have to be able to meet in person. So shoot me a message over on TIW Podcast, at TIW Podcast on Twitter, and let me know that you're interested. And let me know what you thought about all this week's shows, what you think is going to happen this weekend, what you're excited to see. As far as NXT people going into the Royal Rumble matches, I hope we see Rhea Ripley in the Women's Royal Rumble, of course, and Shane Thorne, Keith Lee, and Ricochet are my top 3 picks to be surprise entrants in the Men's Royal Rumble match. Because that'd be awesome. Adam Cole was in it last year. It would be awesome to see him in it again, especially because he doesn't have a takeover match. Also, Velveteen Dream would be awesome in there. But as far as new exposure for everybody to see someone they probably haven't seen before if they don't watch NXT, I go with Keith Lee, Ricochet, and Shane Thorne, like I said. So that's it. Tweet me at TIW Podcast. Go to TIWpodcast.com for more episodes. Share links with your friends. Subscribe in iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, wherever. And I'll be back real soon for Royal Rumble weekend. It's going to be so much fun. All right. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.